hopefully can see from the slide in front, this is not the main show. This is merely a small opening presentation by myself, Stuart Durrant, the Managing Director of the CEU Business School, and I will have the pleasure through the evening to introduce you to a range of far more interesting people than myself. For example, some visitors who have recently graced us within the CEU and or the Business School. You might recognize some of them here. We have the Dalai Lama. We have down the bottom left there, Joe Stiglitz, Nobel Prize winning economist. We have Martin János, the Foreign Minister of Hungary. Down at the bottom here, our founder, George Soros himself. Kofi Annan, you might recognize the UN Secretary General, past UN Secretary General. And down in the bottom right there, Andris Paibarks, who is the current EU Commissioner for Development, and who will come to speak at the CEU as part of a United Nations conference on November the 4th. You might like to consider yourself as to why these people come to us, in the same way as you might like to consider about yourselves why you have come to us to make some inquiries today. We like to think that these people also believe that it is because CEU and its business school is increasingly an internationally recognized center of knowledge, learning and excellence. And for those of you who are contemplating to join our program, I would very much hope that you might contemplate contributing to that reputation in future years to come.
I was able to talk to the academicians. I was able to talk to the scientists. I was able to talk to the NGOs, government. I wasn't able to talk to the business. I had no idea how to communicate with business. So I have to tell you that the reason, as a biologist, psychologist, I ended up to do an MBA. I opened a newspaper, '89. There was an advertisement that there is a school opened in a beautiful castle in Budapest, and let's try and let's do something. So we were 28. It was before the Iron Curtain fell. So those who went into that class, which we didn't know what it's going to be, we didn't really understand what an MBA can bring us. We were all Hungarians at that time, and we had a mix of teachers. We had foreigners and a Hungarian professor. So we went through the education in such a way. I never studied so much in my life. It was day and night, and I never had the experience of actually working on case studies and working in teams. And I have to say that this teamwork and this bonding relationship has really given a good basis for us. Because after the changes appeared, and all of us appeared in different parts of the economical environment, my colleagues became a heads of operation, then presidents and CEOs of companies. So your MBA, wherever you are going to be going, is going to be very, very important, because you will be able to see the big picture and translate it into your activities. So what the school is doing is actually helping to address issues with attitude and behavior. So what you're going to be doing is your attitude and behavior is going to be different after you come out. You will be able to see the big picture, and you will be able to take active actions to that.
It's my great pleasure now to introduce one of our latest superstars, who is the recipient of the prestigious CEEMAN Innovation in Teaching Award, which was announced just a couple of weeks ago. He had the very onerous and difficult task of having to travel down to Naples, or Napoli, if you like, to pick up his award at the CEEMAN annual conference. CEEMAN, for those who don't know, is effectively the European Association of Business Schools and Management Educators, and we, I think for the first time, we've actually won this award and are very, very proud of Tibor Vörös, who is going to spend a few minutes telling us exactly how he did it. Thank you very much, Tibor.
Thank you, Stuart. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the open day. Welcome to the CEU Business School. My name is Tibor. I'm going to be very short on my resume and just concluded that basically in the past 15-20 years, I have been working in various businesses and I have been working with various so-called simulations. Right, and basically the way how I got this award, this innovation award, is that I have done specific work on designing business simulations, developing business simulations, and working with these business simulations. So what these simulations, what I'm trying to do, is really make sure that here is a complex system. You have a chance to try it out. You have a chance to play around with it. You have a chance to actually make mistakes. And once you have made these mistakes, maybe if you come to this in real life, you will have a feeling, you will have a feel that I should look at other factors as well. I should look at the entire picture. I should look at the entire system instead of just making a short and quick decision. Okay, so that's one of the key elements I'm including in my simulation, and that's the reason why they are so complex as they are, and that's why I got the prize for.
I teach business economics here at the business school, which is of course the most important and the most useful subject. I hope that my students, the current and former students, sitting and standing around agree with me, because this course teaches you how to make rational decisions as a consumer and as a business person. But this evening I'm going to talk to you in my other capacity, being the director of our International Executive MBA program, which we call in very short the IMM, the International Master in Management program. I think you would agree with me that the worth of each and every program is best reflected by the values and by the assets of the program. Let me start with the most important and the most valuable assets of and the most valuable assets of our IMM Executive MBA program, and they are the participants, the student body. As I mentioned, this program is first of all designed and delivered for the working executives, but the other very important differentiating point of our program is the international context of the program. What does this international context mean? It means that the program is a joint effort of 4 different leading business schools representing 3 important competing regions of the global economy. And before going further, I would like to share with you the information, which is, I think, very important. The program, the IMM, has been ranked the #1 most international program, or the #1 in its international context by the Financial Times, by the influential Financial Times, 7 years in a row. We are very proud of it.
As a closing part to our presentation for this evening, before a little bit of networking, I'm very pleased and proud to introduce Yusaf Akbar, who is not only an expert in the field of management and strategy. As you will see, we're talking about the development of management development in Central and Eastern Europe, but furthermore, he is the architect and man-in-chief of our MBA program itself. If you find anything you don't like in the design, then it's Yusaf you have to apply yourself to. If you find the design to be absolutely perfect, then you're welcome to congratulate me on it. Thank you very much. Yusaf, over to you. Thank you.
Thanks very much. There was the most extensive ever survey of human resource capacity was done last year with a European headhunting company and the Henley Management Centre called the Target Executive Search Survey in 2009. 6 countries. I'll list those countries momentarily. Here are the findings. It was based upon the following question: what do the expatriate managers think about the local managers that they hire? Okay, so that was the central question. Number 1, managers are too formal and do not like taking responsibility for their actions or their teams. Right? So there's a problem with authority and responsibility, apparently. Businesses and their managers are not customer-oriented, and so customer service is very poor. And I think what I've noticed is a huge dichotomy between customer orientation and our professional obligations. So as managers, what do? When we're managing, we become managers. And when we're consuming, we become consumers. And we completely forget that we're exactly the same thing all the time. Right? So there's this gap between producer and consumer values, which I think is a huge weakness in this region. If you just think about services, right? 60% of the region's economy is based around services. That's all about customer orientation. Right? That's all about providing high quality service which gets your customers to come back. So one of the things that we want to focus on in terms of our programs here, but I would say it's a general thing for management development in the region, is to try and work on this.